When you think of Slaki Festival, it's perpetuating 150 years of Slaki that was developed here in the islands. And from Slaki, it went into steel guitar. So this is culturally, and as you can see my band behind me, Philip, Secretarial, from Lahaina, from Hana, Uncle Tiny Son. This is Pani Ani Malaya Kini. We're all Hawaiians, and they perpetuate the art of Slaki with me. I've been doing this since '98 with Milton Lau, and it's gonna be first time as a band. All that time back then was all solo.
Kupua e ke aloha me ka hauʻoli, ka ano I pili ia I ka puʻuwai, kule I halana I kau I ka pali, o ka nehe a ke kahi I ka iliili. Ke kahi a ka wai mauka, o nahi hale hale ia mai e hale a ka kala I e o ka wai lele o nā mai me ka wapui ku puna hele. Kupua e ke aloha me ka hauʻoli, ka ano I pili ia I ka puʻuwai, kule I halana ni kau I ka pali, o ka nehe a ke kahi I ka iliili. Puana ia mai o kuʻu aloha, ka ano I pili ia I ka puʻuwai, kala ia maluhia o ke ia aina, he makahila hila he inoa e.
For me, I was able to experience as a young man growing up in Hawaii. I was about 10 years old, and my father played Slaki, and he stuck a guitar much like this one on my lap, and it was tuned to Slaki. So because it's an open tuning, it's a full chord, and so I sat there and I did something like this, and I can only describe it as like a spiritual experience for me because music's been a part of my life ever since. And so my dad would have friends and uncles over, jam sessions in our garage, and I was fortunate as a young man to hang and be able to perform with some of these people. Even Gabby Pahinui, he would come with my uncles, and young boy I'd be sitting there playing with Gabby and learning some of the tunings that he played. And so I think it's important as part of our culture to keep perpetuating and also keep passing it on to our younger generation, those who want to keep up this aspect of the culture.
I was talking to the workshop people this morning, that people came from various parts of the country to come to learn about Slaki, and I tell them that you are now the ambassadors, you know, because it's not an army of one, it's an army of many, many people. So you take the stuff where you come from, whether it's Connecticut, Idaho, New York, Japan, you know, Paris, wherever, you take it, you're the ambassador, you spread the aloha, and you'll be amazed what we'll be able to accomplish together.
My whole family was always playing music, and you know, so the sound was always around us. You know, I think when I got a little bit older, then I started to get more interested in the old man music, or so we used to say. So I went out and seek, yeah, and I had one of my best friends. Dad was a accomplished kiwalu player. We used to go visit him down Haleiwa, And then, you know, I did the run down to Bell Street in Waimanalo to see the Oracle, you know, to see Gabby. Yeah, so I think most of us over here from the little older generation that played the Kihalo festivals, we all had that contact with Gabby, yeah? And if not Gabby, Sunny or Atta, and they were our mentors as far as this kind of music goes.
Hyena means my story is told now about this beautiful place where I sit. I invite you to come home to me at least once a year. Mai anakabu aoli imalaman. One more time for my Hawaiian brothers and sisters. Nakabu aoli imalaman.
So don't go away. I'm Barry Flanagan. We're here at the Kihalo Slack Festival on Maui for Jazz Alley TV. Aloha.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Jazz Alley TV. And we hope you enjoyed our special on the Slack Key Guitar Festival from Maui, a wonderful Hawaiian musical event getting known throughout the world. And stay tuned as we continue our journeys of traveling around the globe to bring you the finest in jazz, blues, world music, Hawaiian music, and culture. I'm Kenny Martinez Burgmaier, here on location in Barbados, where we're filming a future episode on the Jazz Festival and out touring with ATV Quest on Jazz Alley TV.
I'm going to the island of the valley, to Lahaina Luna, where the mountains green, you will find me in Lahaina Luna. They say that Maui no ka'oe, and I agree. Maui no ka'oe is the only place for me. That's where you'll find me, down by the seaside, watching the moonlight, the twinkling starlight, the morning sunrise, the golden sunset in Lahaina Luna.
My first instrument really, well, of course, when you're born and raised over here, your first is ukulele. You know, everybody got to play that. But then, of course, I took some piano lessons because my father was a music teacher. My mom played piano and all that. So there was instruments all over the house. But saxophone, I really took a liking to at a young age. Yeah, enjoyed that, listening to jazz and, you know, all those great jazz musicians. So, yeah.
A little corner of heaven fell to the earth, glimmering in stardust, pillowed by clouds. Crossing over the ocean, birds carry the tale of the lonely islands men set sail to find. Oh, islands far across the sea, shining in the sun, so innocent, so free. Islands, fantasy come true, mountain shaded nights, in silhouette the moon, silhouette the moon. Sailing into a vision, guided by the stars, following and wondering, coming so far. As the Garden of Eden came full into view, well, they'd found their miracle of a dream come true. In these islands so far across the sea, shining in the sun, so innocent, so free. Islands, fantasy come true, mountain shaded nights, and silhouette the moon, silhouette